Hi, good morning, welcome to my channel, Sew Stitch Sew Nat. Today is Flosstube number 10, can you believe it? So I started between Christmas and New Year, so I haven't kept the 2-week routine, so it's been about 2 weeks since I saw you. And I also did the FFO Mania video in between, so yeah, I can't say I will keep that up continuously, but enjoying it very much at the minute. So I would like to say thank you to my returning subscribers, and hello, I think I've had 1 or 2 new subscribers since last time, so thank you for joining me and thank you for subscribing. Today we have, so I've got some notes today. Normally I'm making it up as I go along, hence the cutback last week. So yeah, today I've got a couple of finishes from the past, not FFO'd, but they're still finishes. Whips, new starts, plans and haul. I was hoping for a SAF, which is a start and finish. Didn't quite make it, but you'll see that as I go through. And I've also lost a project, which I'm a little bit annoyed with myself about. So I will be hunting for that after this video, along with working on a project that I'd already planned to work on today. But I'll talk about that in plans. So, finish from the past. I just realised I've not opened any of the bags, so I might have to pause at some point. So I did this when I was a fairly new stitcher, and you can see I've not left much margin. There is 7 squares of Ada, and I think it's a 16 count I would hazard a guess at. I think this might have been from one of the cross stitch magazines. I'm not sure if it was in the colourful colours, but this is quite old, so you're talking 20-25 years it's been sat there. At the minute it sits at the front of my big A3 project book, which has got a load of finishes in it that need to get framed, but they're lying nice and flat. And one of them, now this was a kit by, I think it's a kit by Clayton. I'll see if I've got any more information on it, but yeah, Bay Harbour Bridge in San Francisco, and I stitched this before I ever went to San Francisco. And I went to San Francisco for honeymoon 12 years ago, 13 in, where are we? Yeah, 13 in October. So quite detailed, quite confetti, and then the back stitching, which you can make it out, is the connecting bits on the bridge. Absolutely loved it when I stitched it, and like I say, this was before, I think it was before I was even engaged, still with the same person. But yeah, always wanted to go to San Francisco and want to go back, because we only spent just over 24 hours there. So yeah, love to go back. If you've been watching my channel for a while, you might know I'm really into charmed. I have got a project in, well, I'm doing Victorian charm, the kit we all know, and I've also got another one that I'm planning to do, I haven't started, which last time I looked wasn't available, but you'll see that at some point in the future. It's just like the people, so like Piper, Prue, and my mind's gone blank. It's always the P's. Phoebe. Oh, what was the newer one? It'll come back to me. Either that or I'll put it on the screen, because I'm going to have to look it up if I can't remember. So, in no particular order, in fact I will start with one I plan to finish and have finished. which is the crystallised cell. So I'm only up to part 6, parts 7 and 8 are already out. So I just had to finish filling in the white, do all the back stitching, put the word in and put this crystal in over here. So I think next part is down here and then across here. I suspect the next part might be released soon as well. But loving that. Just got preoccupied with FFO mania and wanted to keep up with La Finestral del Tempo even more. Which that particular cell finishes next month. And I can't remember if I showed you this. Oops. That's a board flying off. I can't remember if I finished this last time I saw you. So apologies if I've already seen it. That's my finish. I know I've put it on Instagram, but I think I put it on Instagram in between. Sorry if you can hear me a bit nasally. My hay fever's kicked off. It is really hot in the UK. Today they're expecting highs of 34 degrees. None of this. I think the highest UK temperature recorded was 38 degrees, and that's Celsius. Don't know what that is in Fahrenheit. I might put it up. So yeah, quite hot for us Brits. The kind of weather we sort of go away to get some sun in other countries, but it's nice. Right, that's a new starting. I did a little bit of work on my 2x2 stitch art. Which is this one. Sorry, it's all crinkly, I've been stitching it in hand. The pattern downloads a sampler 15. I can put a picture of what it looks like when it's finished. This is a Ukrainian designer, so that's where I'm up to with that. I came down here a little bit more, and so here's what it looked like when it's finished. And you'll see that I've put top here to make sure my crosses all go in the right direction, and on the whole on this project they do. But I also pulled out my solidarity stitch, which is the project that's AWOL at the minute, along with my tablet. A pair of scissors. Things are just going AWOL. Which means, what does that stand for? It's normally referred to like missing in action. But on that stitch I've realised it's a mandala style, and I've been going round and round, and my crosses go one way then the other. It's a small piece, it's quite colourful. I don't think the yellow looks alright, they're all in the right same direction, which is the colour that will stand out the most. But the black is going a bit one way or the other. But it's working. It looks alright. When I find it I'll show you. So yeah, I'm hesitating because I've been watching Stitchilonka and she's been talking about like different sayings in different countries, and I'm like, what does AWOL mean? I know it said, I think it goes back to the army when there was a soldier who'd gone over the wall and deserted his post. I could be wrong on that. But yeah, it's normally like somebody's not there or missing. So next I was trying to decide. I've got a new start, another new start that I want to start at some point, but I was trying to organise myself with getting some fabric. What I want to stitch. Opening Gambit by Long Dog. So I pulled out this project, which was the freebie from, just trying to remember, Stone Street Stitchworks, and I've just done, it's on 25 count Nagana, and it's just 1/1 with DMC 115. I started that as part of my March Madness, so I've just done a little bit more over here. I think what I will say with the variegated, if you're doing like 1/1 quite small stitches, is that is the same thread that's gone all the way around, so it's hard to pick up the variegation. It looks like you've used like 2 different colours, but it's actually just the one floss. And I obviously cut my thing way too long for this project, which is the other thing I'm learning about 1/1. Not having done it at all in any of my projects, they've always been 2/2 or tent stitch. It's like the sky in this piece, that's all half stitches. And obviously sometimes in dimensions you'll do like 3/1 half stitch and things like that. So yeah, I've not done 1/1 because I've traditionally always used Ada, apart from when I pulled out the butterfly and went, actually I did this, and that was 2/2, and I don't actually remember doing it. I've got a feeling I know when I did it. It's alright. Next one is G for Gingerbread Man. I think I've got a picture in here for that one. And I started this one as part of March Madness as well. So that's that picture. By Wild Starry Snaps. I think that's available on her website. Oops, that's my start on there. You can see I've put in like the blanc for the arms. I'm just trying to get the body to go round, and then I can just fill in all the way down, apart from the little legs, which are also white. The rest are buttons, so which I need to get some little black buttons. I just realised that I've not got the black buttons. I've got the little charm and some ribbon. So yeah, I plan to do on quite a few of these, but this is on, let me consult my piece of paper that's in here. I think it's a 36 count fabric flare in cream. The call for is an R&R creme brulee. I like it on there. You will need quite a few skeins of Tiger Eye, which is a Weeks. I think this is all Weeks, but I've not used the white it's called for. I've just used like DMC Blanc. It's just slightly off white. Yeah, so I just wanted to get an idea of like texture, what does it look like, so when I go to stitch the open gambit, I've got an idea of whether I want to do 1/1, 2/1, half stitch, full cross. So it's just to get an idea of what I like stitching on, because I think my tastes have changed quite a lot, but at the same time I like picking up the Ada projects, which you will see when I get to my new start. And I also like picking up, you know, the even weave or the linear, you know, and mix it up quite a bit. This next one is on also on an even weave. Yeah. Which is my Mary Needleworker. So I just did a bit more work on this. I think I only did one evening. I started putting in, oops. Started putting in the letter at the top, and now I'm thinking, have I already shown you this? And I've just put it back in the to show pile. It should be in the not worked on since my last whips pile. but not quite the FFOs. Yeah, I've got a few of them. That's stitched in all the coal for. It's just a fabric that I changed out. And I cannot remember what fabric I put it on. I think it's a 32 count. We'll have it in my spreadsheet. I'll put it up here. Next, plans. So I had a new start. I think I mentioned last time that I was going to do a caterpillar stitching social, and there were, I want to say 8, but I could be wrong on the call, including Charlie from Caterpillar Cross Stitch. We all got sent out. Oops, scissors are caught on the needle minder. Done with the picture. See, it's the heat, it's just getting to me. Oops. There it is. Sharing project pads. That's how many projects that are on the go at the minute, although, like I say, a couple of them are about to finish. This one's almost a staff. So we got Sea Spray Cottage from Caterpillar Cross Stitch. And this is where I'm up to. So yeah, all I've got to do is finish in the blue on there. Two red lines across here. Get the stitch I missed, and then white. Quite a bit of white to go in. I thought it'd be interesting to get all the colour in and then go, here's what it looks like without the white stitching on white, and here's what it does look like. So I'll put that on Instagram, and I'll also include it in the next video. You also get the needle minder. We got some sweets, but they're gone. So yeah, like I say, sometimes I really want to pick up Ada and off I go. And other times I want something that's a bit more, I say delicate. But yeah. I was trying to stitch on that last night, and because my hay fever had been playing me up the night before, woken up a few times and that, so I'm sat there stitching going, and then waking up and like the needle being like three thread squares in the wrong direction. I'm like, I really need to go to bed. So yeah, that'll be finished before you see it next. As part of the social evening, we also got a discount code, so you will see some more from Caterpillar Cross Stitch, but that one was included within the ticket. Right, so plans. So I'm looking, well, I've got rest of June left. Plans are to carry on working what I'm working on, so the Sea Spray Cottage. I haven't worked on a Mother's Love Cell. That is my project plan for today. It would have been Mum's birthday today, so it only feels right to work on that project. Given that I've worked about, not beyond, 5 days straight on Sea Spray Cottage. I hasten to add, I started it on the call as well, and I just haven't been able to put it down, and I've been stitching it in hand rather than in a hoop, which obviously speeds things up. So yeah, so June is carry on working on the whips, and one new start within there. That goes back to haul, I'll come back to that one. And for July, I've pretty much mapped out what my thoughts are on July. So the first will be like Mother's Love Sale. The 3rd to the 6th, so 5 days, I'll be on La Finestra del Tempo, the December one, which is the final part of our sale, and I've really enjoyed it. It feels like yesterday, but not quite yesterday, when Sewmesarah was talking about it last year, but really enjoyed that, and the timing just worked out perfectly that we're doing December and July. So thank you for bringing that to my world. I literally ran across to Etsy at that point in time, because I just loved it. I wanted something monthly, and it's just beautiful. I even have some finished ones sat next to me from the last video. And then next one I want to do is Christmas Wreath by Frosted Pumpkin. Oops, just threw the sheet of paper, so I can fetch that in a minute. I've not got all the flosses for this at the minute, but this is what it will look like. So that's available on their website, and they give you a full list of supplies that you'll need, even if you're going to need more than one skein of something, which then makes it easier to go, right, well, you can make sure you've not got any batch colour differences, which is great. Now you say red fabric and this, yes. So I started watching Cocohamas Stitchery last summer, I think it was, and she was stitching this on a piece of fabric she dyed herself, which was like a rich red, and I was like, I really like that. And you tinker it in your brain for such a long time, and I think, yeah, I really like that. No, I still really like that. I really want to do that. And then I got this at, I want to say Christmas, possibly not. It's a 32 counts wide gap burgundy fabric, which was actually ordered from Amazon. Like I said, I've not got all the cold floor threads at the minute. The only concern I have is some of the reds might not show up, so I might tinker around a little bit. The other thing I potentially thought about doing was put some metallic thread in there, potentially. I also haven't got the buttons to go with it, so we'll see what it looks like. But actually, that's the same colour, actually. Yeah, it is. Oops. Might help if I use the board and everything will slide off. So yeah, that's what I was on about the two. I had to go to a local haberdashery to get these because they didn't have them on Lakeside, and I didn't particularly want to put another order in just for 2 skeins of a DMC. Luckily they had quite a few of them, so I was alright. Like I said, the other fabric, the other flossies are on order. It's not arrived yet. I've also ordered a piece of fabric for another new start. So yeah, looking forward to that. Like I say, I know there's been quite a few little adaptations, little things on here. So yeah, just that. I mean, I like the big red bow. It's just how it's going to look on here, so we'll see when we get there. My intention is to start with the house, which is how the cell started. So this is a cell that's already finished, and they went sort of down and round all the way here. So yeah, looking forward to that. It's funny, you don't pick up the detail sometimes, but Santa's got his legs sticking out the chimney, and then Rudolph here. It's that easy to pick up on camera. But yeah, looking forward to that, and it will be a cushion. I need to check the size of the fabric actually. It could be a blunt waiting to happen. and I have got a Christmas project bag which I bought a while ago. That was an Etsy purchase. I don't think it was last Christmas, I think it was the Christmas before, from Project Stitchcraft. But yeah, it's got a little charm. My zips don't have charms on. Definitely speaking at the minute. What was next? Just a moment. Right, back. A bit of liquid refreshment as well. Christmas Village was the next one. Now I started this in December and thought, oh, I'll have this finished before Christmas. No. So this is the pattern, and it's by Little Flocks Stitching. Gorgeous pattern. I decided to stitch on a 28 count Murano. It's a grey, but it's like a dark grey, so I'm not quite sure what colour grey that is, and I haven't bound the seams, so it's losing threads. And you can tell from the size of the fabric, this is big. So I did get a fair way with it. I wanted to get all the way to the bottom and all the way around the side, to make sure those borders met up. But yeah, this is a 28 count. If I was going to do it again, I'd probably do it on a 32 or a 36. But I think it might be a cushion when it gets finished, I'm not sure. But yeah. So I'm going to spend 5 days on that one. And try and bring the border up. I am under no illusions it will not get finished in 5 days. Could you imagine? We'd all be able to stitch our sable stash. Yeah. Next one is kind of haul, but not. So 17th of July, Caterpillar Cross Stitch are doing a stitch in the park, a park not too far from me, so it's about 3 hours on a Sunday afternoon, and Sally's released a pattern for that. I'll put a picture up here because it's not very big on the printout. I literally, it's got released yesterday, and you can buy it as a kit with 14 count Ada, or you can download the PDF. Yeah, PDF. So I've not even looked at this yet. It's 107 by 107, and it's got about 12 threads in it, of which one's white. You can always have white. So yeah, I think she just tell you what the threads are. Yeah, so looking forward to that. So the kit comes with a Yorkshire Ada, which is the fabric I've got on order from Lakeside. I have had another piece of Yorkshire Ada, but it wasn't big enough for this. It looks really nice fabric to work with, so I will report back on that. I'm looking forward to stitching that, and stitching it as part of a much bigger group. Unfortunately, the people that run the Stitch Social weren't close enough by to join us for that. Half were UK based and the other half were American, East Coast, but it was really nice to meet them. Next is Christmas list. Now I've had this one kitted up since last Christmas. Wasn't sure about the fabric, so I've got fabric coming, a different fabric coming, and then I'll make the decision as to which count I'm going to do it on. So this is a 27 count vintage country mocha. So I absolutely love the colour, and the plan was to do it 2/2, and obviously Christmas Village was 2/2 on a 28 count, and now I'm like, not so sure. So it's either going to be over 1 on here, or I've got a 32 count, and the one that I've ordered is 36 count. So it's just a matter of choosing. I didn't show you what the pattern looked like. It's just a matter of choosing which one I'm going to do it on. So this is Silver Creek Samplers. I think it's called Christmas List when you like try and search for it, but it doesn't actually say the name on here. And I know, I'm trying to think, I know I've seen it on one Flosstube, which is 2 Martini Stitcher. I'm not sure I've seen it on anyone else's channel, possibly. All the threads. So I was missing a couple, which I've actually bought. Can't remember when I bought them. But I was going to start that last Christmas and then didn't. I think I got involved with the Christmas Village and other things, and you know what Christmas is like, it's chaos. So didn't start on that. And the last one that I want to spend the last 5 days doing is a Mill Hill, but I'm not sure which one yet. So I've got, Christmas Eve, which is a house. I believe the moon is like a glow in the glass treasure. I could be wrong. And then, or there's Jingle, or there is candy cones. Like I said, I've not decided which one to do yet. I thought it might be fun to put a vote up on Instagram like we did with March Madness. Yeah, I'm not sure if you can do it on 3. I know you can definitely do it on 2. But then, oh yeah, you must be able to. I'll find out. But like I said, I'm not planning on doing that until the end of July. So yeah, Mother's Love Sample, Sal, La Finestra del Tempo, Christmas Wreath, Christmas Village, Party Picnic, which is a cross stitch one, Christmas List, and then a Mill Hill. Lots of Christmas stitching with 2 exceptions. But I wanted to stitch that at the event, and then put it in for another 4 days after that. If at any point I get finished quickly, I will move on to another one. If I overrun on La Finestra del Tempo, I'm finishing it. I'll just jiggle things around, I think, depending on how long it takes me to get that one finished. But I think, yeah, the first and second are Saturday and Sunday, so hopefully I'll be able to get some stitching in then. What else? So that's all planned. There's still another plan actually, which is, yeah, kind of fate all gets intermingled. So the donut, I now have donut fabric which I found on eBay. So yeah, now I've got to try and make a donut cushion. As you can tell, I've not had the sewing machine out yet. I will be practising that one before finishing it. I think that's got the potential to go a bit wrong. The other half are saying, well, how are you going to finish that? And I'm like, well, I need to do this, this and this. Very confidently. And I went, I think that'll work. I will report back. I think last time, I can't remember if it was in last time or not. I am not sponsored by them, I just buy their stuff. So it's a Caterpillar cross stitch subscription box. I can't remember which number it is. Oops, it's stuck. I've opened this once already, but I then shut it. It's the Shine Bright pattern. And then there was also like a freebie black work picture, which is only a chart, so I can't show that. A little coaster. Not taking that to work. That can go on my nightstand. Piece of rock, which I've been good and not eaten, and it says shine bright through the middle. All I can think is yeah, Rihanna. It's Rihanna. Shine bright like a diamond. And a candle, which is no, that doesn't say on Le Chic candles. Doesn't smell. It's not overpoweringly got a strong smell. I don't know what it'll smell like once it's lit. So yeah, so that's that subscription box. I think it's the next one, or possibly a future one. But Autumn Lane Stitchery are going to do one, which is great. I love their stuff. I have finished one thing, which was the Santa's Coming to Town, which I've not FFO'd, but I have finished it. Yeah, I have a lot of things saved on Etsy from Autumn Lane Stitchery. I think they're getting their website up and running, so if their website is up and running, I will buy it from there and not from Etsy. I think that's a lot of the thing with a lot of like online platforms like Etsy and Amazon. They will take a chunk from whoever is supplying them, and yeah, to the detriment sometimes. I know they put their fees up quite a lot recently. Right, I have, what have I got left? Ooh. So this is mainly going to be haul, moving away from any sort of plans, so if you're not here for the haul, thank you, I'll see you next time. Right, okay, so we got a discount code, 20% discount code with Caterpillar Cross Stitch when we did the Stitching Social, which lasted for 24 hours, and I went and purchased A Touch of Magic. Yeah. I think, is it the second part's out now? Definitely the first part's been released. I keep thinking about doing a video of things that I finished, and when I went to pull out San Francisco I was like, I need to put this together. I have a fair few Caterpillar cross stitch, it's not something new. Another bag. I can't remember. Oh, Stitching is My Happy Place is the other one I've got. And then I also picked up the needle minder. The needle minders are great. Highly recommend them. And then a pair of their new scissors in purple, which I was going to put one of the scissor fobs on that I've made, like the lavender one. I thought that looked really cool. It's even got a little caterpillar on there. Sorry, it's a bit glary. So yeah, that came. Did I order that? I ordered it Sunday evening. It came Wednesday. Yeah, ordered from Lakeside. Monday or Tuesday. Waiting on that at the minute. I don't think it's been dispatched yet. But I ordered fabric, so that tends to slow things down. I don't know if I mentioned this last time. So I'm in the Fabric of the Month Club with Lakeside, and I said, well, if anything really nice comes up, I'm going to either get another count or get more of it. I upped my size this time when I saw it. So this is the June one. I think most people have got this now. So it's an iridescent 32 count even weave, and it's called Diamond. I've noticed she does put them, that's a fabric flare, you can tell, white on the back. She does put any excess on the website afterwards, so it might still be available. I haven't actually stitched on any of my Fabrics of the Month clubs yet. That's bad. That is bad, isn't it? Well, this could be one of the first ones, I think. So you can see it's quite, I don't know how well you picked that up earlier, but it's very like pale blue to like a mid blue and then white. It's coming up a bit tealy on camera, which it's not. I've got I have got another purchase that I made with Caterpillar Cross Stitch when I did that one. I'm just losing things today. Which is the Bloom and Grow PDF. So I bought that. Haven't got plans to stitch it, but have wanted it for a long time. So I've got that. Also, when I went to my little haberdashery, I got some shell buttons. And I haven't checked if these are the right size or anything. But yeah, oops. It's hard to show these without glaring. They're for my buttons pattern by Blackbird Designs. It's in one of the books. I cannot remember which one off the top of my head. I was looking for a box to put the finished pattern on to try and decide which fabric I wanted to use, but need to do a bit more research before that's not fully kitted, that one. And then we were in town last week, and I picked up this from the work. So it's just a academic note, like diary, but it's got like full days. So if I've got any notes about things I want to do or Flosstube, I can just put them in here. Plans, whether I achieved the plans, is another thing. I think I've got everything, guys, and girls, everybody is welcome. Sorry. Yeah, that's it. Sorry, I just had to grab the notes off the floor. So yeah, Flosstube 10. Wow. My plan is to come back in a couple of weeks and do another normal Flosstube. I want to do a whip parade. So 6 months from when I started, because my first Flosstube was a whip parade. Please don't go back and watch it. It's in the dark, in the evening. No light. I've still got, there's some UFOs in there that have not moved, and then quite a few new starts. Hopefully I will have found my Solidarity stitch, and hopefully it'll be finished, because it's not that far away. When I find it, looking around the room going, is it in here? No. I think I might have put it in another project bag, but I've been through all the project bags, I can't, it'll turn up. So yeah, I'd like to do a whip parade maybe next week. we'll see. And then a normal Flosstube the week after. I know, being very productive. It all could all go wrong once we get to the 6 weeks though. So in the UK, all the schools shut down for 6 weeks over the summer. It's last 2 weeks of July, or a week, depending on how it falls. And whole of August they go back in September, which I know is different in different countries. So yeah, looking forward to that. And I am rambling, so I will leave you. If you like what you see, like and subscribe. Ring the bell because I can be a bit sporadic in when I post, although keeping to a regular routine at the minute. Thank you. Happy stitching. Bye for now.